Genesis chapter 4 verse 7. If thou dost well, shalt thou not be accepted? And if thou dost not well, sin lie at the door. I want to teach on mismanagement of God's creation. The Bible said, if thou dost well, will thou not be accepted? So all acceptance in life is at the table of you doing well. So the first question you're going to be asking yourself, why is it that I am not doing well? Should it be that foundation is responsible? Should it be that people is responsible? So there are most of us, we sit and several times and we often ask God certain questions about our life, and these are questions that God is going to make a provision tonight. All misfortune, all manipulation, all limitation, all rejection is at the table of you not doing well. It's not because life I've created it to be so, or people are not there to accept you. If you don't do well, then forget about it. This world will not accept you. Please, people don't celebrate failure. In case if you don't know that, what people celebrate in this global world is champion. I have never seen that people are being given trophy for failing or giving golden medal for losing a battle or a competition. Anyone you see in the surface of the world that they gave a golden medal or they gave a prize is somebody that win a battle or win a race. That's why when the Bible summons into the corridor of destiny, God will want us to learn at the verdict of the institutions of destiny that there's a race set before us, and this race is a race of life. One of the ingredients that we needed to run this race is number one, patience. Anybody that lacks patience becomes satanic patience. Short terms to analyze patience becomes endurance. That the sign you endure society that doesn't mean you are stupid. That the sign you endure society that doesn't mean you are weak. That the sign you endure society that doesn't mean you are a loser. But if life urges you to endure. Acceptance with God and with men is at the table of you doing well. If men will accept you, do well. If your generation will accept you, you have to do well. It does who God sent you to in the music world, in the fashion world, in the stylist world, then you have to do well. That's what brings an acceptance. One of the days somebody began to talk to me and said, Apostle, I have done my best with life and nothing is working in my marriage. And I told the person, I said, you have not done well. You have not done well at all. Because if you have done well, you will be accepted. Acceptance is not a qualification you buy. You don't buy it, you earn it. You don't manipulate an acceptance. If you manipulate an acceptance and they accept you, it will be for temporary. And within a period of time, you will fade away. You don't manipulate acceptance into people's hearts. You do well for you to be accepted in people's heart. Most time people said, and this person believe in me, and suddenly he turns back at me. Although sometimes life is like that, but most of these results is at the table of you not doing well. I pray for you today. Whatsoever that I bring this acceptance into your life and the puzzles and the race of your destinies, as you say amen, God will remove them from your life. He said, if that does well, God was speaking to Cain. There were two brothers in the journey of destiny, two brothers. One was Abel, the other one was Cain. So you can be five in the race of life, you can be five in the race of marriage, you can be five in the race of business, but the only one that will be accepted is the one that have done well. Quickly, I submit to tell you, if the wine that was brought in the ending of that marriage was the wine they brought at the first time in marriage, I believe they will reject that first wine. If Jesus' wine, the miracle of water turned into wine, was the wine they brought in the midst of the first wine, while they were still serving the first one, that was when they start serving the second one. My brother, I vouch to you, they will reject the first one without contradiction. In this world, people go for what is best, but they go for good thing when the best is not available. There are 3 stages of acceptance. In your primary school or your secondary school, they have taught you these things I'm saying now. And while you are still in secondary school, maybe primary, you might have come across these things I'm saying now. Now listen, that's what they taught you: good, better, best. If better is not available, the good holds the show. Everybody will go for the good things that they saw, but have this in your mind: why people go for you? If the better one comes, they will drop you. And that's why in the journey of greatness, you are not expected to remain in that level where you are, because the he that was accepted today can be rejected tomorrow if he refuses to advance himself. A boy can accept you as a girl today and you become a girlfriend on the process of getting married and reject you. Not all boys are actually idiots and stupid. Some, when they met you, you were good, or when they saw the better, they left you, because that is how life is wired. People go for better things. Is that true? And he told me the quality that this one he has met, although she's good, you now see that you becoming good It's not a medium of total acceptance. You must move from becoming good to better. You can be good in something, but you have to advance from becoming good to become better. If somebody that has the best entered in the midst of you becoming better, it can take your stage from you. And this is how many of us, we have been robbed of our destiny. So sorry, sir. This man, they clap for one guy, that one specially keyboardist just entered this church now, and they see where everybody is clapping. As he's walking towards the keyboard, you will discover the keyboardist will be forced to stand up, even without asking him to stand up. Because the church is not the way the church was applauding the guy that came. They took the keyboardist that came and they put him on the pastor's chair. Say, wonderful. He is better, but the best has come. May they not take your seat from you. You didn't hear me. That hunger to become the best in your father's house, to become the best to your generation, to become the best in your world, in the fashion world, in the stylish world, in the medical field, may it come upon you now. If life gives you chance and opportunity, you didn't use it well, in the next 7 years of your life you can struggle. Every man has the day that destiny will call him forth. Every woman has a day that destiny will call her forth. If destiny calls you forth and you don't know what to say, you may never meet the king again. With destiny, there are kings to meet. You must know what to say, because sometimes the king may not be wearing a king robe. He may be standing plain before you. He may not be wearing a king robe. Know what to say. It is what you will say that will help you to sustain customers. That is what will make you to sustain men of importance, men with capacity, intellectual ability. When Solomon was standing before a critical case, and all the elders was watching Solomon, that was the first judgment of him becoming a king, because the father is almost a failure. Now Solomon has entered. Is that true? So the first judgment is that 2 harlots, that was the exam of destiny. 2 harlots were set before him, and one overlaid the child, and they begin to drag their child. Is that true? And while they came before Solomon, all the whole entire kingdom gathered together. You know how the people used to gather in palace when they are deciding issue, and all the elderly men put their hand on Job. Which judgment is he going to pass now? He was standing before intellectual people. He was standing before mighty men of Israel. Even the mighty men of David were part of his army. All of them stand there. Which judgment is this man going to pass? There are most of us, when we are talking, we don't even know how to talk. We don't know the right response to use. Should it mean that the reason why that door that was shut was because you don't even know how to approach an helper? And they were waiting for Solomon on what to say. And quickly, Solomon said, give me a sword. And the elder said, he's about to make a big mistake. A king said he want to divide the child. He said, give me the sword. And all the elderly men, their legs were shaking. This guy is about to put the first judgment in Israel. What kind of a judgment is this one? This first time in his life, his judgment is bloody, while they yet pass at their own result. If you're a man who know what to say, sometimes people may conclude you by your appearance, but your words can deliver you. While they were yet almost concluding Solomon, his words, he said, divide the child. And Solomon was watching. The other woman said, yes, divide it. A true mother of a child who carried the child for 9 months will not allow his child to die. And quickly the other woman raised up his hand. Please leave the child. When the child grows up, both of us can send the child message. Of which need give it to her. And Solomon know that this is the rightful owner of that child. He know what to say. And quickly the whole Israel begin to marvel. That was the beginning of his attraction. Haven't you read that he was attracting kings and princes from other kingdoms? What will bring that man is that your first seriousness and your commitment to that activities of your destiny. Those people will not come until you pass that exam of destiny. If you have done well, will you not be accepted? Queen of Sheba, who does not leave her territory, was forced to leave her territory, and he came to Solomon to sit under his ministration of wisdom, because Solomon has done well. You cannot pull kings until you are pulled Gentiles. You can't pull kings. It is the exams of the Gentiles that you pass that will attract kings. Quickly, God is speaking to somebody right now. God, I need 100,000. God said, last week I gave you 10,000. Account for it. Somebody say right now, God, I want an open door. I God said, no, the last time I gave you 1 million naira, I know what you use it to do. Didn't pass the test of life. If you're a lady here, anytime money enter your pocket, the first thing you imagine is alert. Alert. First thing that comes to your mind is Yvonne. Congratulations. Can I tell you, any state you form to enter where you are not mature for, anything you bought before that stage, you sell them. You're not hearing me at all, because you are not yet in that stage in life. The Lord told me so. Can I tell you what you are mature for is something that you can do till you die. If you can't do it till you die, you are not yet mature for. Don't go into 2-bedroom flat where you know you will not be able to pay it for the rest of your life. It's a shame. It's a future shame that will embrace you. I'm telling you the truth. That you pay. Am I speaking to somebody here now? Little money enter your hand, you rush and go and brother, stay in that place you are still staying now. Who told you have arrived? Are you not thinking about the next 2 years? What if the money did not come the way it came? What will you do? Your landlord will not look your face. They are only clipped to people that is succeeding. Stay in that one room. And I want to recommend to you, never in your life, if you know you don't have a standard business you are doing, don't buy a car. A car is a liability. The way you pay your children's school fees, you pay your car school fees. You will change pass. You will buy fuel. You will buy oil. Your children will sick. Your car will be sick. They visit hospital. Your own visit mechanic. Am I speaking to somebody here now? Some of you now, God does not even want you to even buy ladies' machine first. Even at this stage, accept it. Say, God, I will wait. Are we together now? If it takes you, brother, 40 years, and that's why you see an Igbo man will not rush into marriage. Most lazy part of Nigeria is the south. You see the firstborn is looking like the lastborn. And some women does not have conscience at all. One is sucking, they are pregnant of another one. It's not actually twins, but semi-twins. It's called one Peter, one Paul. You will not miss God's plan. If you have done well, will you not be accepted? Acceptance. I pray for 9 of you. May you receive capacity to do well. I said before, there were 2 brothers. They came with their service before God. Yet one was accepted, the other was rejected. You can be theory in a place, one can be accepted. And sometimes people say, hey, he's accepted by favor. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like luck. All things they deceive you that the person has luck. There's nothing like luck. Nothing like luck in this earth. Quote me anywhere. There's nobody that is lucky. If what you caught it rightfully. The only thing that makes me know that somebody is lucky is the name. You are lucky. There's something that guy did that you did not do that made them to accept him. You are not hearing me at all. You plan from your house, you want to go and buy cow meat. And as you get to market, you saw one fine earring. And you bought the earring and you now say the earring is lucky. Is it lucky anywhere? He asked what you were looking for, that's why you purchase it. So nobody is lucky. Anytime you see that the word go for you, you ask what they are looking for. May God open your eye to work on that ingredient in you that will make somebody else's destiny to be flavored. Somehow, in one way or the other, some of us are called to flavor people's destiny, and that becomes our destinies. That's what God has called us to do. We become an ingredient to people's destiny. And in doing so, we start fulfilling our own life. Paul sowed, Apollo water, but the Lord gave the increase. But there was a man who sowed, and yet another one water. In process of watering, is fulfilling his own destiny. You need to pray to discover that path and receive the capacity to enhance it.
In obedience to Christ, rearranging every man. In obedience to Christ, rebuilding everyone. In Oyoko Bana, he's bringing everything in obedience to Christ.